This right here is the latest report to be released suggesting that stimulus checks have had a massive impact for especially low-income individuals, further building the case and evidence that stimulus checks are needed, especially focused on low-income individuals, which is exactly what we've been calling on for so long right here on this channel. Let's get into it and talk about what this report actually says. Hey everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And let's talk through this. So first off, I need to make a quick announcement. Please be very careful of the scam artists who are down in the comments section. These people continue to steal my name and my picture in many instances, and they send you messages saying something like, call me, chat me, message me, or text me, where they want to get your personal information, and then they try to scam you. Please, it is not me, okay? I will never, ever ask you for that information. Plus, never give that information out to anybody anyway. If somebody reaches out to you online and asks for your personal information, do not give it to them. Seriously, there are so many scams going on right now. Please be very, very careful. Here's how you can check if it's me. Anytime that I respond to you, first of all, I'm never going to ask you for your personal information. I'm never going to ask you to call, text, chat, or message me. And behind my name, after the response, there will be a check mark. That verifies that it is actually me. The reason for it is because I am verified with YouTube that I'm a real person and that I'm not some scam artist. So watch out for those guys. Yes, they're all over the place. I delete them. I block them as quickly as I possibly can, but they continue coming back because they make new fake accounts every single day. So please watch for those comments, beware of them, and always look for the check mark behind my name. And one more thing, I always hit the heart button on your comments when I read them. So if you see that you got a notification saying, Blind to Billionaire hearted your comment, or whatever it happens to say, that's me hearting your comment, and then I will respond in many instances. And always look for that check mark. And if you ever see anybody asking for your personal information or to call, text, chat, or message you, do not respond, okay? Please. It's happening to thousands upon thousands of channels right now, all across YouTube. It's all over on Instagram. It's on Facebook. It is literally all over the place. In fact, it's on Twitter now too. I just saw it the other day. So these people need to find something better to do with their life than try to scam people all the time. Seriously, it's sad. It's pathetic that people need to scam each other. All right, anyway, just please be aware of that. I just want to let you know because, there's concern out there and I keep getting rid of them. All right, anyway, I know that went a little further and longer than I planned, but you know what? I just want to make sure that you're protected. Actually, what's interesting, side note, I was not planning on talking about this in this video, but the IRS just yesterday released a list of common scams that are going on right now. Yes, even the IRS is rolling out a series talking about all the scams that are rolling out there right now. So, yeah, I didn't plan on talking about that in this video, about the IRS and the scams and their announcements, but either way, it kind of goes hand in hand with what we're talking about right now. So, it is all over the place. People recognize this. You gotta be safe out there, please. Okay? Anyway, I'm here to help you out and, of course, to keep you protected, right? I'm like your bodyguard, right? Your bodyguard right here on social media. All right, anyway, so let's talk about this report. Now, this report was recently released by a couple guys out of Poverty Solutions. So basically what they're saying in this report is, hey, check it out. These last 2 rounds of stimulus checks have been massively impactful, especially for the low-income individuals. They've taken this money and they've been able to go out and buy the necessities that they actually need. In fact, it has... these last 2 rounds of stimulus checks have significantly decreased food insecurity, and it has also offered financial stability, which is massive. I mean, could you imagine that? Just a simple cash payment of anywhere between $1,200, $600, $1,400 could be all the difference for a low-income family who really needs some extra support right now. That's all it would take. $1,000, $1,200, $1,400 is all it would really take to make the difference for some people. I mean, that's like a no-brainer to me. In my opinion, I feel like, why isn't the government taking more responsibility for this right now? Seriously, that's all it would take. $1,000, $1,400 to help out a family to go from struggling, trying to get by every single month to all of a sudden having financial stability. That's huge. I mean, think of the confidence in a person when they can actually pay their bills on time, when they can actually have enough food to have on the table in any given month. When somebody during this massive heat wave going through right now can actually turn the air conditioning on and, enjoy some cool air inside your house rather than frying because you can't maybe afford enough electricity for your air conditioning. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, this report was just another one we get to add to my stack. I have a stack of papers over here on the side. Another one that I get to add to the stack. Just another report being released counting on these stimulus checks and how impactful they have been, especially for low-income individuals. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to have my wife, Corey, she's going to come in right now. She's going to read this report to you. It's relatively short. She'll read it to you, and then I'll catch you again on the other side when we can talk through it just a little bit further. But anyway, it's quick, but I'll have Corey take it away, and she can read it to you from here. All right, take it away, Corey.
Stimulus checks substantially reduce hardship, New York Times and Newsweek report, citing Poverty Solutions study. The New York Times highlighted a recent study by Luke Schaefer and Patrick Cooney, released by Poverty Solutions, which shows that sharp declines in food shortages, financial instability, and anxiety coincided with the two most recent rounds of payments. A new analysis of Census Bureau surveys argues that the two latest rounds of aid significantly improved Americans' ability to buy food and pay household bills and reduced anxiety, with the largest benefits going to the poorest households and those with children. The analysis offers the fullest look at hardship reduction under the stimulus aid. We see an immediate decline among multiple lines of hardship concentrated among the most disadvantaged families, Schaefer said. Cash aid offers families great flexibility to address their most pressing problems, and getting it out quickly is something the government knows how to do. The Times reports that, extrapolating from the survey data, he concluded that 5.2 million children had escaped food insufficiency since the start of this year, a figure he called dramatic. Newsweek also reported on the study. Over the past year, in a time of great economic uncertainty, when the federal government pushed cash into households, they in turn reported much better outcomes, Cooney and Schaefer wrote in their study. Cooney and Schaefer attributed the success of the federal government's relief measures to the speed, breadth, and flexibility of its broad-based approach, primarily relying on cash transfers. Poverty Solutions has tracked material hardships throughout the pandemic.
All right, so there it is. As you can see right there in the report, it's short and sweet, straight to the point, saying, yeah, the last two rounds of stimulus checks have offered massive financial stability for low-income individuals. Did you catch the part in there about the food insecurity for kids? There's 5.2 million kids who were facing food instability. Well, after these last two rounds of stimulus checks, that was all taken care of, and they were no longer facing food insecurities because of that. I mean, seriously, like I said earlier, just a simple $1,400 check or $1,200 check could make all the difference for all of these people. That's massive. Not only that, remember that report we talked about, a couple weeks ago from the Economic Securities Project? In that one, again, that is also an organization that is also a huge advocate for low-income people. But in that report, they're basically saying, hey, just two more stimulus checks, a fourth and a fifth stimulus check, would make all the difference for low-income individuals. In fact, it would lift an additional 16 million people out of poverty this year, taking the people who are living in poverty from 44 million all the way down to something like 12 million or 14 million or something. I don't remember the exact number, but it's something like that. That's a massive reduction. 30 million people would be lifted out of poverty just from a couple extra stimulus checks. So once again, with Democrats in full control right now of the House, the Senate, and the presidency, they can literally get anything done that they wanted. If they wanted a stimulus check, they could literally get it done this week if they just so desired. But we know that they're going to add it into the next stimulus package if they actually decide to add one. But here's the thing. With all these reports coming out, like this one from Poverty Solutions, we have the one from the Economic Securities Project, which I have over here. We have all these letters from people in the House of Representatives, we have the senators, we have all these people in the House Ways and Means reaching out for a fourth stimulus check. I just feel like it's an absolutely no-brainer right now what they need to do. issue a fourth stimulus check at an absolute minimum, a fourth stimulus check focused on the lower income individuals. In fact, I was over on Twitter this morning hammering down on old Bernie Sanders saying, hey, you're the guy that can make this happen. Let's get it done. But basically I was saying, hey, higher income people do not need stimulus checks. Let's just be real. People that are higher income don't need it. That's not the people who need stimulus checks right now. It is the lower income individuals. So I continue to reach out saying, let's focus a fourth stimulus check in the amount of $2,000 for those people earning under $40,000 each year. Let's get it done, right? Those are the people who actually need it during this time. Yeah, of course, maybe some people earning 50, 60, 70, 80 grand a year maybe need a stimulus check, but for the most part, the vast majority of those people do not. It's the lower income individuals under $40,000. It is the threshold that I've kind of laid out saying these are the people who really need it. Anyway, I wanted to bring you this last report here talking about, from them, poverty solutions and everything that we got cooking here. So thank you so much, everybody. I truly appreciate it. And again, watch out for them scam artists down below and always look for the check mark behind my name. And please remember, I will never, ever ask you to call, text, chat, or message me, and I do not use WhatsApp. Yeah, so these guys like to use WhatsApp. I never use WhatsApp, so please, if they ever say anything like that, do not respond. In fact, report those comments. Feel free. I do the same thing anyway. Thanks again, everybody. You're awesome. Subscribe down below. Share the videos with your friends, family, social media, and of course, check out all the other 1,200 videos right here on the channel. Thanks again. I'll catch you later. See ya.